got time for you.
What's good, everyone? Welcome to the first edition of the new segment, Sports, Sneakers, and Life. This your guy, SportsGuyQ, and I've been thinking about doing this for a while, but really couldn't find the right subject, the right item to kind of drop the blog. But as you can see, I have inspiration. For those who don't know, I've been what they call a sneakerhead for the last couple of years. I've been able to acquire some nice pieces into my stable, but I think this shoe right here is one that, because of the exclusivity to it, is really a good piece. Now the question is, will I keep the shoe? Haven't decided yet. Been checking out StockX, checking out various other sellers online, on Instagram, on the GOAT app, to see what the going price is, and so far pretty decent, but I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep it. My wife actually may force me to get rid of it, but that's a different conversation, probably in the life segment down the line. Before I get into the actual what's inside of this box, why sports, sneakers, and life? I'm a sports fan, been a sports fan since I've been around the age of 10, 11, and 12. Grew up watching the Pistons, Detroit Pistons, grew up watching the Detroit Lions, Barry Sanders. I might live in Dallas now, but I still know who the #1 running back is in NFL history. Barry Sanders. No question, no hesitation, no worries. Cowboy fans got something to say? Fight me. My first college football game was Michigan versus Michigan State, 1990. I've loved it. Started my own sports talk radio show, Sports Q&A with my man Al back in Detroit. The link and all that information will be in the blog. And just felt that this is an opportunity to chime in from time to time about what's really going on in the sports world. And as far as the life, we have a lot of topics that go on in everyday life that need to be talked about. Some good, some bad, and some ugly. And we'll definitely get into it from time to time. But back to this. I've been trying to stay away from Jordan. Got pulled in with the Royal Air Jordan 1s. And for this shoe was truthfully a matter of me, ego versus the machine. And I say this because I've had my opportunities to pick up shoes via the sneaker app by Nike. Had some success, but I've also had some major L's. But when this shoe came out, I figured, let me try and see if I can get this shoe. And sure enough, as it always plays off, the shoe that you really don't want, you get. And people may be saying, why buy shoes that you don't want? Truthfully, the resale. If you can find, this shoe is going to be that limited where you should be able to find someone to be able to, at worst, get your money back. So I believe I can, if not double, I should be able to get my money back from these if I decide to get rid of them. But enough talk, let's start getting into this. Don't know if you can see that, but there's a gold swoosh. Did I just say swoosh? I meant Jordan brand logo. Traditional Jordan box, but in the white version. Everything is pretty standard with this. So far, so good. Oh, okay. A shoe bag. Normally Jordan doesn't go this far with their releases, but you figure only 19,400 of these were made, so why not go above and beyond? So kudos to Jordan brand for the sneaker bag with the gold lace tips. I guess they're gonna try, this is a harbinger to what's gonna actually be on the shoes, but the details, Jordan, thank you for the details. The paper gold 23 on it. All in the details. And here we go. The Air Jordan 1 wings. These are some phenomenal shoes. Just looking at them right here without even getting into the detail, the gold and black overlays, just there's a lot to like about this shoe. You have a couple different pair of shoestrings. Can't see what this one says, but because of the fact I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep them, I'm not gonna open them yet. But they also do have the gold lace tips on them. In here you can see the verbiage, everyone can fly. I have number 10,417 of 19,000. So pretty good on the back. The super exclusive Jordan wings image, not the traditional Jumpman with him holding the ball, extending his arms. It's also on the front. On the bottom, as you can see, it says wings with the translucent bottom. Great addition to it. You open it, the Jordan wing insoles, Nike Air on it. I think if anybody knows, they have the different type of shoelaces. I think if anybody keeps them, they're probably going to switch out with the regular gym shoe laces instead of these. Not bad for $200. We've seen Jordan charge a lot more for a lot less quality. As you can see, there's not too much not to like about the shoe. Even though I may not buy as much as I used to, I appreciate what comes out, and definitely will be looking forward to help those that I know if they can't get a shoe, to get a shoe for them. That's the sneakerhead community. I know a lot of guys that have helped me get shoes from time to time, and I've helped others get shoes, so that's part of the culture. Like I said, this is the start of something new. Can't say how active I will be, how many blogs I'll be. I know some guys out there every day. It probably won't be me. I don't have that much to talk about, but definitely will try to be more proactive with this. Have some special guests when I can. And definitely thanks for tuning in.
I get it, like really who we kidding? We all try and get it, we all try and get it. Like hitting the floor with it and call it FGR.